Aloha, my name is Stan Cox, and the purpose of this video is to expose the truth about infinite banking. I know that there are a number of folks who have heard of something about infinite banking and are wondering if it's for real, if it's legal, or if it's a scam. For some, it's their spouse or partner who's all excited about getting into infinite banking, and they're concerned that it could be a very wrong move, or they're just as skeptical because they've never heard of it. And what they are hearing now sounds too good to be true. Before I get into the meat of this expose, I need to give full disclosure so you know that I'm being fully transparent and presenting the honest truth about infinite banking. I've been working in the life insurance space since 2013, and I am a licensed life insurance broker. I was born in 1953, so you know this is not my first job or career. In fact, for some 40 years, I was a photographer. I've built and run health clubs. I've promoted bodybuilding contests, and I've managed jewelry stores. In all that time, up until I got involved in the insurance industry, I never had life insurance of any kind, unless it was provided as a free employee benefit. My feeling about the life insurance was similar to my feeling about used car salesmen. Neither of my parents had any life insurance. I just saw it as an unnecessary expense. I was recruited into the insurance industry when my portrait studio business declined about the time multi-megapixel cameras were incorporated into smartphones. I was recruited into the insurance business by being enticed by the wonderfulness of indexed universal life insurance, or IUL. I'll admit it, I was duped. In my defense, I was kind of desperate, as my photography business was going downhill rapidly, and with it, my income. And the way the recruiter made it sound, IUL was the way of the future. It was a super duper product. And my job, should I choose to accept it, would be an easy one and lucrative. Well, I'm here to tell you, all that was pure pie in the sky and bunk. So, about 2 years into my new career in insurance, I learned about infinite banking purely by accident. The concept of using the cash value of whole life insurance as a personal bank was introduced as a selling point at a sales meeting. That idea intrigued me, so I began researching it. And that's when I found Nelson Nash's book, Becoming Your Own Banker, The Infinite Banking Concept. I dug into the research and found a few other books about it. It was fascinating, but the way it was presented, it really did sound too good to be true. And at that point, having been misled about IULs, I was cautious. At this point, let me say clearly, infinite banking is a finance concept or strategy that depends on the cash value of participating whole life insurance. And here are the claims as to why infinite banking is such a good strategy. First, you can use the cash value of the policy as leverage for policy loans that you can use to finance anything you want. Those loans do not require any credit checks or justification. That is true. Those policy loans are not tied to any kind of repayment schedule. You don't have to promise to make monthly payments or any payments at all. You can pay back the loans at any frequency and amounts that you choose. You can even choose not to repay the loans at all. That is also true. There is a caveat on that one. If you do not repay the loans, Any unpaid loan balance at the time of your death will be deducted from the death benefit that is paid to your beneficiaries. And there is the possibility, if you do not at least pay the interest on the loans, that the policy could lapse. That would only happen, though, if interest became due and there isn't enough cash value remaining in the account to pay it. That is the interest. And that's not likely to happen, though, as the company would send you a notice that the policy is in danger of lapsing and how to remedy the situation. Another benefit claimed for the strategy is that using the infinite banking strategy for financing things eliminates the opportunity cost of paying cash. That's because when you leverage your cash value for a policy loan, your money doesn't leave the account. It stays right there earning dividend interest. The loan comes from the insurance company's general fund. As a result, you don't lose out on the interest earned on your money as you do when you pay cash for anything. That's the opportunity cost. So yes, infinite banking can eliminate opportunity costs. However, there is a caveat on that one also. Many insurance companies have what is called a direct recognition policy. That applies to policy loans. What it means is that when you take a policy loan, it's as if you are taking the money out of your account cash value. So as long as the loan is unpaid, the amount of the loan balance doesn't earn the dividend interest. So it's important that you have your account with a company that has a non-direct recognition policy. Then, in fact, your cash value does continue to earn the dividend interest even while your cash value is leveraged by a policy loan. Another claim is that your cash value growth from dividend interest is tax-free. That is true, as long as those earnings never leave the account. And that's why infinite banking calls for using policy loans rather than withdrawing money from your cash value. Loans are never taxable. And that's why Ed Slott, the guy the Wall Street Journal calls America's retirement account expert, refers to this tax-free growth and liquidity via policy loans as the greatest benefit in the IRS code. So again, a true claim. Now, think about this. If you can force your money to make money for you, while at the same time, you still get to buy all the things you would otherwise pay cash for, or worse, pay with credit, why wouldn't you do that? Now, here's a caution. If you want to incorporate infinite banking in your financial strategy, you will need to work with an agent who understands the strategy and knows how to properly design and set up your account, and with which insurance company. Any whole life policy will grow cash value, but you don't want to have to wait 4 to 10 years for your cash value to grow to where you can actually use it to finance things. So the design becomes critical. And that means you have to use the right insurance company that offers the design options that are needed and that has a non-direct recognition policy and that pays higher dividend interest than it charges for policy loans. And by the way, the company we use most currently is paying 6% compounding dividend interest. And their policy loan interest is just 5% simple interest. And while the insurance industry does have a ton of laws and regulations to protect the consumer, there are agents who will say they know about infinite banking, but really do not. They don't know how to properly design a policy for maximum cash value growth, or they don't have access to the design options needed, or they just won't properly design a policy for infinite banking because all they care about is their commission. I've had agents tell me that they know infinite banking and that IULs are a great vehicle for the strategy. No, that means they either do not know infinite banking, or they do not know IULs, or both, or they're just lying. Bottom line, the truth is, infinite banking, when understood and set up properly with the right company and utilized correctly, is the most powerful and advantageous finance strategy in history. Now, I hope this has been helpful for you. You may have more questions about this. For the last several years, since I first learned the strategy and began to practice it in my own life, I've specialized in teaching and helping clients with it. We have over 100 short videos answering frequently asked questions about infinite banking and the tax-free cash growth warehouse strategy on our YouTube channel. We also have a full hour free on-demand webinar for you on the channel. And we invite you to check out all the videos, subscribe to our channel, and post your questions and comments. All our contact info is in the description box below here. Let us know how we can help you. Aloha and mahalo for watching.